Fans in the stands one last time at Fifth Third Bank Stadium to see one of the hottest teams in the USL Championship. Can Atlanta United 2 make it 7 unbeaten in a row? The answer's around the corner. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus next. For one last time in 2019, it's time for a little action at the Fraction from Fifth Third Bank Stadium in suburban Atlanta. It's the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. The homestanding Stripes, Atlanta United 2, coming in with a record of 8-16-8. The visiting Bethlehem Steel coming in on a very short week at 8-17-6. One last time alongside Jason Longshore in 2019. I am John Nelson. Thanks for accessing us, large device or small, however you are doing so. And Jason, what you have here with these two teams tonight, approach is pretty much similar as they want to get things ready for the next level, and the results have been similar, though.
It's also two teams that have been heading in different directions in the table as of late. Bethlehem Steel, 3 straight losses coming in. Atlanta United 2, 6 straight unbeaten. Both are eliminated from the postseason, but both will have an opportunity to play spoiler.
And what you wanted to do tonight when it comes to the players in the spot shadow was focus on the veterans. And for the visitors, it's James Chambers tonight.
James Chambers is on top of nearly every stat category in the record book for Bethlehem Steel. And with such a young team like the Steel, you have to have a veteran to build around. James Chambers has been that from day one.
On the flip side, for the Stripes, it's Captain Jack.
Captain Jack Metcalf has played just about every position on the field for Atlanta United 2. Incredibly versatile. He sets the tone every training session, every single match.
When we come back, we'll let you see what the starting 11s look like for both sides. Get you ready for the first half of the tale. One last time from Fifth Third Bank Stadium around the corner. Atlanta United 2 and Bethlehem Steel, the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
Welcome back to Kennesaw. Here it is the Bethlehem Steel coming in to take on the Stripes, Atlanta United 2, and we take a peek at the starting 11s. Jason will start with the visitors. This is what we see with the Steel. What do you think when you look at that starting 11?
Both teams set up to be in the 4-4-2. We'll see if it actually plays out that way. Keep an eye on number 35 up top. We know him as Ferris, 8 goals on the season, leading scorer for the Steel.
On the flip side, for the Stripes, you look at their starting 11. There are some names not in the lineup tonight, but here is that starting lineup.
Yeah, you're looking at the left side with Mikey Ambrose and George Bello. There's a chance Atlanta plays in the 3-5-2. We've seen them do that quite a bit. Is Bello going to be a winger? Is Bello going to be a wing back? Mikey Ambrose has played a little bit of center back for this squad lately.
That's your Atlanta United 2 lineup. There's Glassy right there. One last time here at home. It's been great to see how the team's developed under his leadership this year.
It's been great to see the development of this group under Stephen Glass, bringing through academy players, but also the young professionals.
On the flip side, there's Brendan Burke, a very intense individual for Bethlehem Steel. He'll be manning the touchline for them.
1-1-1 lifetime against Atlanta United 2. Last time Bethlehem was here, they lost 2-1 last July.
There's the man in the middle, Malik Badawi is your ref. Your AR1 is Austin Holt, and Kyle Johnston's your other AR. Your fourth official tonight is Chris Copeland.
Malik Badawi's been working as a VAR in MLS. We'll see him as a center tonight. Let's get into the keys to the match for Atlanta United 2. Honestly, it's whatever it takes. They've been winning games and getting results in this 6-match unbeaten streak in a variety of ways. They scored the first goal 4 times. They've had to fight back from behind in other matches. Whatever it takes to get the result, Atlanta United 2 wants to finish strong. Don't you forget about me. Tyler Ruthven will be honored after the match tonight. He's been one of those veteran presences for this group. Tyler Ruthven being part of this team has really helped George Campbell along in his development. For Bethlehem, this is one of the youngest squads in USL Championship history. It's all about the experience and the reps for them. And then Bethlehem Steel, in this run of matches, they've lost 3 in a row. They have to build some continuity tonight early.
Those losses for Bethlehem over the weekend to Charlotte, lost 2-1. Then they lost 5-0 at Memphis 901, lost 6-1 at Tampa. Their last win back on September 18th, the win against Loudoun United. That was 5-2. For Atlanta United 2, it's been 2 1-1 draws on the road. Pittsburgh over the weekend in St. Louis, the win here against Indy 11 in Charleston, then the draw in Tampa, and the win against Ottawa. And we are now underway with the Stripes and the Steel. Here in the first 45, Atlanta United in their stripe kits, they're going to be going from right to left. Bethlehem in their road whites, they're going to be going from left to right.
Looks like Atlanta United 2 has moved into the 3-5-2 that we've been seeing as of late. Dacus sprays it out to the left wing back, George Bello.
Nathan Harriel there in pursuit. Goes all the way back to Wesley Dacus, and they'll try it again. There's George Campbell.
That means Metcalf is your right wing back, and Mo Adams is playing in the middle as a defensive midfielder. Okonkwo is up top with Luis Fernando supporting him.
Dacus again, playing catch with Campbell. Looking for Bashti, too much there, and it's going to go to the Steel.
Bashti caught leaning back, unable to take a step and receive that pass from Campbell.
Looking for Syed Diaz. Send it back to go forward, trying to get Ferris rolling. Ferris tries to step over, spin, nicely defended there. Taken away by Dacus. Good work on the first rush by Bethlehem, and back comes Atlanta United 2.
Goal kick upcoming for the Steel. They play it short.
Trying to work their way up the middle. There's Ferris. Picked off by Amir Bashti. Trying to get the turn there was Okonkwo, picked away. There's Cortez.
Strong challenge from Kingay, knocked it away from Okonkwo.
Diaz in pursuit. It ends up heading all the way back to Dylan Castanera. They'll try it again. There's Mikey Ambrose. Halfway through minute number 3. Other action going on in the USL Championship tonight, affecting the playoff spaces that are still in play, 9, 9, and 10. We'll keep you up to date on those as well. George Bello inside the area, knocked away, and it's going to be our first Creature Comforts corner kick of the evening here, heading toward minute number 4.
Great pressure from Luis Fernando to force that wayward pass. Falls to Bello. Bello drives forward with the speed that we've seen so many times this season from him. Earns himself a corner kick.
Let's see what Atlanta United 2 has here in mind. Boschti on a run. Headed clear, but Mo Adams will track it down.
Kinge first to that header.
Luis Fernando looking to turn. Captain Jack and Mo Adams going back and forth. Ferris was there to try to get something for Bethlehem, not happening. Bello all the way back. And there's space for Ambrose on the overlap. In with the left, deflected up in the air. Headed clear. Not all the way out. Ambrose will end up getting it back. Nice back heel to maintain possession.
Great read from Mo Adams to prevent Bethlehem from finding a way out.
Bello and Dacus. And George Campbell. Big left trying to spring Bello, but it ends up right in the hands of Todd Morton for Bethlehem Steel.
9th start of the season for Todd Morton. It's been a rotating cast of goalkeepers for the Steel, as it's been for Atlanta United 2 this season as well.
Appearances for all of the Bethlehem keepers practically even coming into tonight. Nicely done there, backtracking. Metcalf couldn't get rid of it. Nicely defended by Diaz to try to keep it in. But Castanera in control to Mikey Ambrose.
Metcalf, such a veteran, didn't get flustered by the initial pass being blocked, regains possession and keeps it cycling along.
Big left trying to get Luis Fernando going, but it'll hit him last. It'll be a goal kick for Bethlehem heading toward minute 6.
Luis Fernando unable to settle that one.
Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world since 1947. Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit SelectSportAmerica.com. Morton sends it forward, center circle, headed down. Foul on Atlanta United 2. Quick work for Bethlehem. Zach Zandy tried to get something done. Ofemu sends it forward. Ambrose will get there. Ahead of Ferris. Now here comes the pressure from Bethlehem. I'm going to say last touch by Mo Adams, so it'll be a throw-in for the Steel.
Danny Flores in his first start for Bethlehem Steel this season. Relentless pressure forces the turnover.
Bethlehem trying to get away from the near touchline. Switches there, Cole Turner. They'll send it all the way back to Kinge. Pursued by Okonkwo. Cortez gets it back. There's Chambers. Sends it back to Ofemu. You know, Jason, you mentioned the youth of the lineup on average for Bethlehem. Bethlehem and Tacoma, on average this season, have been a year younger with their lineups than everybody else around.
Great turnover. Luis Fernando caused it.
Barajas has it. He had some space. Back quickly was Harriel to try to defend. There's Mo Adams for Atlanta United 2.
You mentioned the youth. Atlanta United 2 has been a young squad as well, but Bethlehem Steel, they've incorporated so many Philadelphia Union Academy players into this group, and what's been really impressive about the work that Brendan Burke's done is you're seeing a lot of those youngsters sign professional deals this season.
Good sweep to Bello into the box, headed and deflected up in the air and picked up. Todd Morton, close call for the Stripes there.
Unlucky for Amir Boschti, tries to head that straight down to make it difficult for Morton. It's blocked out in front of him by Cole Turner.
Big send. It's going to go all the way down to Castanera, though.
Take another look here. It's a beautiful ball from Bello. Bashti gets it right, going for the far corner, but Turner's able to get in the way and block it.
Dacus center circle here, minute number 9. Campbell deflected, settled, but turned over. Nicely done there by Mo Adams. Bashti looking to turn. Flores got in the way. And there's Ferris. Okonkwo has Bashti. He'll line it up and way over the bar.
Never could quite commit to taking that shot from distance. Patrick Okonkwo had runners, got a little antsy, fired it into the stands.
After tonight, we mentioned a quick turn for Bethlehem. Their road trip continues. On the weekend, they go to Ottawa. So it's 3 matches in 8 days. And so tonight they're playing with a short bench, only 5 players added for the Steel tonight.
You're not getting many of the Philadelphia Union players available either. They've had some injury issues as well. Atlanta United, too, has a few of the Atlanta United players in the mix tonight who haven't been seeing regular time, like Mikey Ambrose, George Bello, Mo Adams, Luis Fernando.
But injuries are keeping Alessandro Castro out. Jackson Conway out with a calf. Lawrence Wyke is out tonight on yellow card accumulation.
Andrew Carlton also out with a right leg injury.
Okonkwo has Adams. Barajas tries to send it into the area. Nicely done there to intercept. But Barajas helps to get possession back for the Stripes. Nicely done.
Consistently from Barajas and Luis Fernando, when possession turns over to Bethlehem, they're immediately defending with high pressure and causing turnovers.
Campbell. Back and forth with Luis Fernando. Captain Jack settles it down. And all the way back to center circle with Wesley Dacus. Once again on the ground this time, Okonkwo settles. But the defense is there for Bethlehem. And they're going to call the foul on Atlanta United 2. Quick start, but that doesn't get anywhere, and Atlanta United 2 gets it back.
Too quick from Bethlehem.
Double team there. Barajas gets rid of it. Give to Mo Adams. As we start minute number 12, scoreless Atlanta United 2 and Bethlehem Steel. Big switch try, headed out. That's going to be a deep throw for Atlanta United 2 with Metcalf quickly. Campbell and Bashti back and forth.
Campbell getting his 20th start of the USL Championship season. He'll be joining the MLS side as a homegrown player for next season. Great performances from him. The things you're looking for out of number 37 tonight. Quicker decisions with the ball at his feet.
Barajas saves that. Bello is there. Thought about driving. Gives it back to Mikey Ambrose. Sends it in with the left. Header. Okonkwo up in the air. Second chance. Settled down. Bodies hit the floor. No call. And Atlanta United 2 gets it back quickly with Metcalf. Into the area. Headed off a shoulder. And kept in. But finally, looks like Bethlehem's going to get out of the jam.
Great ball from Metcalf. Okonkwo couldn't find it with his head. Quick yellow card to Wesley Dacus.
So there's the yellow for Dacus here in minute number 13.
Jack Metcalf not a fan of that call.
So let's take a look at what happened the last time down for the Stripes.
Cross in from the left side from Ambrose. Okonkwo doesn't catch it clean. It's only half cleared. Metcalf put another one in for Okonkwo that he didn't catch well either. Dacus committed the foul on the break. First foul for Dacus on the night, and it sees a yellow card.
Campbell and Boschti. Boschti tries to send it down. Bethlehem interrupted it, but Okonkwo will get there. He's fighting for it. He'll maintain possession, give to Metcalf. Big switch over. Ambrose is there. Bello has space, and he'll get it. Cuts into the middle. Thought about leaving it. Now he's in the middle. He's got 3 white kits near him. He gives to Campbell, who's pursued up a little further. Here's Metcalf. Mo Adams. Ambrose. Ambrose thought about sending something into the area. Give to Luis Fernando. Step over. Sends it in with the left. It's going to be a Creature Comforts corner kick as we head toward minute 15.
Thought about taking it quickly, but the Bethlehem Steel were on it. Diaz had tracked back. They do take it short.
Step over. Luis Fernando tries to drive again, in with the left, up and over, and
Morton has to take it over the crossbar. He's not sure where that's going to come down behind him.
The insurance move there by Morton makes the 3rd corner here for Atlanta United 2. Another Creature Comforts corner kick. Ambrose, George Campbell wanted to do something with it, deflected off of him. Okonkwo will get there. Barajas sends it in.
Campbell heads it along, can't put it on frame. It's a good ball from Barajas, but Atlanta United 2 with another opportunity taken away from Ambrose.
Off and running, it's Diaz.
That's nice. A veteran move from Jack Metcalf. No real opportunity to do much else with it. Played all the way back to the goalkeeper and then allow your team to get reset.
There's Bello and Mo Adams. Barajas. And Campbell. Ambrose, Bello. Boschti was looking for it. Works its way backwards. They'll go center circle to Dacus.
Good run from Boschti, just trying to open things up. He's brought a lot of work rate to this team in his 5 starts.
Ambrose. Found Mo Adams. Adams trying to turn. Good chip to get out of trouble to Barajas. Barajas thought about giving it to Metcalf. Goes inside to Luis Fernando. Deflected. Picked up there by Chambers, and he thought about clearing, but Boschti got in the way. Bello chests it down. Let the Steel come out with it.
Great read from George Campbell to step in front of Ferris.
Yep. Adams tried to get Bello moving, but it's picked off again.
Love the idea from Adams. It doesn't come off, but he's trying to play that into space for Bello to run into.
And Dacus was there to defend on Ferris. Atlanta United 2 will pick up possession again. Mo Adams. Luis Fernando, and back to Ambrose. A lot of control here by the Stripes early on.
Nice work from Boschti to drop in and help with the possession, the build-up play.
Barajas and Campbell back and forth. Barajas and Okonkwo back and forth. Outside of the boot to Mikey Ambrose. Fernando tries to get Bello moving. And they're going to say that Bello touched it last as he was battling with a FAMU. It's going to be a goal kick for Bethlehem.
The final playoff spots are at stake tonight at 8 p.m. Wednesday Night Soccer returns to ESPN News. Tune in at 8 p.m. as the Birmingham Legion fights for the last spot in the East, while upset-minded Hartford Athletic looks to crush those hopes in front of their home faithful. Catch all the drama unfold Wednesday, October 8th, tonight on ESPN News. Set up your second screen now.
You've been given ample warning. Multiple devices in play tonight with what's going on in the East with the 9 and the 10 spot, and Charleston kind of lurking right there at the 11. Campbell back to Castanera. Oh, nicely read on the promo, by the way.
I've done a few of those.
Yes, you have. Dacus. Bashti looked out of the corner of his right eye, saw Metcalf working. That's where it ends up. Campbell surveys. Switch to Ambrose. Nice ball to Bello. Can they close the deal? In the area off the post! And Bethlehem comes away with it, just trying to clear it and get it out of trouble. They finally do center circle, but it's back to Dacus.
How does that not find the back of the net? What a ball from Ambrose, and an even better cross from Bello.
Bashti, Luis Fernando looking to turn. Barajas. Bello, nicely defended there by Harriel. And it's going to be a foul on Bello. Let's take another look at how it did not go in for Atlanta United 2.
Outstanding tackle from Harriel to prevent another one of these crosses from George Bello. Ambrose splits two. Bello, first time, Okonkwo just isn't able to put that on frame. Unfortunate for Patrick Okonkwo. It's a great buildup from Mikey Ambrose and George Bello.
So after the foul on Bello, Morton sends it up. Bello thought he had possession. Harriel gets it away from him. Last touch by Dacus, steal throw.
One of the few forays for Bethlehem into Atlanta United 2's half.
There's Glassy looking at what his team has been able to do. Pretty much do everything except put the ball in the back of the net in the first 20 minutes. Ferris tried to do something with the left. They're going to say that Ferris touched it last. Goal kick.
Glass is going to be looking at the replays of that Okonkwo miss at halftime. Trying to figure out how it happens. Those are the moments that young players, you have to put those away.
Bashti thought about it. Harriel was there. Working forward, looking for Diaz. And looks like it went over the end line. Diaz thought he had saved it. He did not, so it's going to be a goal kick for Castanera. There's Dillon.
Ivy League Player of the Year last year. This is start number 20 for him. 7 draws in those starts, only 1 win. Wants to add a second tonight.
Bashti. Campbell. Found some space. And found a lot of room. Tried to push it forward looking for Okonkwo, but nicely shouldered was a Famu. And it goes to Todd Morton.
Go on, George Campbell, though. Those are the moments you want to see from him as he builds that confidence. That's what center backs are expected to do with Atlanta United. Push forward on the dribble when you can. Final ball needs to be a little bit better from him. We'll see if he gets another opportunity.
We've seen that with LGP. We've seen that with pick your center back for Atlanta United.
Michael Parkhurst,
yep.
Miles Robinson, Florentine Pogba, all of them are expected to do that. Franco Escobar, George Campbell will be part of that group next season.
Mikey Ambrose here starting minute 23. Nicely done by Mo Adams to get out of that jam. But Chambers was there. They're going to call him for the foul, either him or Ferris.
Chambers is going to get it. A few extracurriculars with Mo Adams. It was a poor first touch from Adams, but he's able to recover and work his way out of trouble. It's like Chambers might not have been the one who actually committed the foul. Ferris did.
Ambrose Bello. And returned. Dacus.
The patience is really good from Atlanta United, too. You have to get the final product out of it.
Had that close call a couple minutes ago. Let's see what they can do for a return act. Here's Wesley Dacus.
I mean, all 10 field players for Atlanta United, too, are within 40, 45 yards of Bethlehem's goal.
Barajas, Adams, back to Dacus.
When those passes go left, right, forward, back, it has to be a little quicker to take advantage as you pull Bethlehem out of shape. The Steelers are content just to sit back with 10. I mean, they're not really even pressing that much when they get pinned into their own half. Atlanta United, too, has to up the tempo to force them into some mistakes.
Bashti, Adams. The launch with the right just over the bar. Good idea from Mo Adams in minute 24.
That's another way to open things up. Take a shot from distance. Adams cuts across. It's a good hit with the right foot, as we'll see here. Unable to keep it down under the crossbar. But it's the first positive touch. He gets his head up and he sees the space and says, all right, you're going to sit back. I'm going to take this opportunity and try to open the back line up a little bit more. I hope we're not actually getting time wasting this early in the match.
Yeah. Diaz tried to head it forward. Went the wrong direction, so it's a stripes throw. Captain Jack and Dacus. Ambrose. Bello. Mo Adams in the middle. George Campbell. Trying to push it through two, looking for Metcalf, picked off by Bethlehem.
That's okay from Campbell, though. It's a good look. It's a pass that you've got cover for. We can go in and make that tackle to clean things up.
Yes,
that's even
sir.
better. But it's not a risky pass. If you don't hit that pass to Metcalf, you're not going to get hurt on a quick transition.
Ofemu. Bashti tracking him. Up in the air, nicely done. Ambrose down, Mo Adams.
You see Metcalf first touch, very quick inside. Those types of plays, those types of moves, those are signals. Let's go faster.
Barajas. Metcalf. Dacus and Ambrose. Bashti. Tried to find Okonkwo through all the traffic, ends up with Todd Morton.
The movement up top, a little too static from Okonkwo and Luis Fernando.
Morton taking his time, finally does end up picking it up as Okonkwo decided to chase a little bit.
Well, Atlanta United 2 now knows Bethlehem is going to play to slow this game down as much as possible.
Bashti went up and get a foul called on him, as was him and Harriel, I believe.
Nathan Harriel up after Bashti collided with him from behind.
Steele looking to drive. There's Ferris. Double team, picked away Bashti, but they're going to call a foul on Dacus there.
Now Bethlehem Steel has an opportunity to get some numbers forward.
So let's see what they have in mind here as we head toward minute 28, goalless at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. You see their captain, James Chambers. Tied for the team lead in points. Jason talked about him in the open, about his presence around all of this youth here in Bethlehem, all the way back to Kingay.
Chambers isn't officially part of the coaching staff, but basically he's the coach on the field of this young group.
Cole Turner. Picked off. Luis Fernando looking to work with the left. Deflected away nicely there by Bethlehem to steal that opportunity for Bethlehem and get Atlanta United out of a jam.
Looking for Boschti. The deflection nearly came back to Luis Fernando.
Cortez. The turn there by Zach Zandy. Ofemu. Luis Flores trying to turn and go forward. He'll give it to Zandy in the middle. Big tackle there, instant card on George Campbell.
Campbell a step late, picks up the yellow card. He will be suspended for the final match of the regular season in Nashville on the 19th.
Let's take another look at what happened.
Campbell's just late after a nice touch away from him. Heavy collision. That's going to get a yellow more often than not.
Harriel, Ofemu, and back to Nathan Harriel. Into the area with the right, up and over. Nicely grabbed there as Ferris tried to get ahead on it. Ends up in the hands of Dylan Castanera.
Nice read from Castanera. He knows that's going over Ferris the whole way. Doesn't step into a potential collision with Ferris. Just waits for that to sail over his head. Grabs it calmly.
Metcalf and Barajas. Back to Dacus. Ambrose. Flores was on him. And back. Dacus to Campbell. He's got Barajas in front. Metcalf down the wing. Give to Kevin. Nice flick on. Metcalf in the corner sends it in with the right. Headed out. And booted clear. But there's Mikey Ambrose for Atlanta United 2. Bello. Nice stop start there. Boschti on the turn. Tries to chip. And away.
It's a nice idea from Amir Boschti, expecting a runner on the back post.
So once again, we've come to expect this from Todd Morton. He's kind of taking his time. It's like, yep. Send it forward here in a sec. And there he goes. Barajas gets there first. Chambers sends it forward. But not kept in by Bethlehem. It's going to be a quick throw, and here comes Metcalf. Campbell, Dacus, bypasses Ambrose, give to Bello. Harriel on him, step over by George. Tries to send it in with the left. Nicely done there by Harriel to get it away, but here comes Bello to defend, and he gives it to Boschti. Barajas, he'll launch, grounder wide. Another opportunity there for Atlanta United 2. Stuck to it after they lost possession of the ball, and here's the end result.
It's good work from Bello to take that away from Harriel after a nice tackle from the left back. Okonkwo battles for it. Adams with the nice pass out to Barras just pulls the shot wide.
Fans, just to let you know, the USL unveiled its elite youth platform, USL Academy. It allows clubs at all levels from across the USL to develop its local youth and compete at the highest level across the United States, including the USL Academy Cup. For more information, visit uslsoccer.com/academy. Mo Adams to Metcalf. Luis Fernando with a bit of space. Booted out from the area, so it'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2, and they're attacking third. Getting rid of the second ball on the pitch. Bello back to Ambrose here in minute 33.
It's a good test for Atlanta United, too. I'm not really sure of the reasoning for Bethlehem Steel's tactics tonight to sit back and defend so deep and try to play so slow. But Atlanta United, too, these young players have to get used to these situations and how to break down opponents sitting in a low block.
Ambrose tries to chip it forward. Bethlehem comes out with it. Chambers leaves it for Ofemu. Into the middle, and Zach Zandy, who sends it forward with the right. Tries to get Diaz. Up Castanera, easy grab.
Good touch from Dacus to make that a little more difficult for Diaz. The Panamanian Youth International, third start of the season, unable to find his first goal with that effort.
Up and over, saying that no one touched it, Luis Fernando or Harriel, so it'll be back to a Steele throw. Let's take another look.
Diaz with that touch, it forces Diaz back. Dacus was able to force him back, take a step. Unable to make anything happen there.
Harriel looking for a partner. Tries to find one. Zandy sends it forward. Space here for Bethlehem. Ferris drops it for Zandy. Cortez. Nicely defended there by Metcalf to slow that momentum down. Zandy again trying to turn on Barajas, and he does. He's got some room into the area with the left and shanked basically by Luis Flores. There's George Bello for Atlanta United 2. Good quick touches working its way up the side. Fernando looking to get a Conquo going.
It's a studs up nasty challenge on the touchline on Luis Fernando. Referee let advantage play for a second to see if Okonkwo was going to get on the end of that. No reason for the challenge on the touchline, 50 yards from goal. Straight leg studs up.
They're going to call it on Ofemu here in the 37th.
Lucky for Luis Fernando, he's able to avoid the worst of it.
Campbell, Barajas finally settles it down, but he's got someone on his back in Ferris. Finally gets away from that, sends it forward. Bashti on a run. Atlanta United 2 thought that went out. Now it finally did, so it'll be a Creature Comforts corner kick as it hit Cole Turner last. Let's take a look at Luis Fernando. Looks like he sees it coming, and right there.
Not as much of the studs up as I thought, but still, it's very late leaving a leg in. Consistently, referees giving yellows tonight on tackles like that. Ofemu gets one as well.
Sent in, back post, headed down and in! Atlanta United 2 finally gets on the board. It took a little while. Off the post early on, off a set piece in the 38th. 1-0 to the Stripes over Bethlehem.
George Campbell with his second professional goal. Gets up on that header. Beats the defender on the post and the goalkeeper, Todd Morton. All the work George Campbell's put in this season, that's the payoff. It's a great ball from Ambrose. Simple for Campbell just to go up and win the fight with Chambers. Campbell does.
You see in with the left, Ambrose. There was defense there in Cortez. It went through Cortez, it went through Morton, and it's 1-0 Atlanta United 2.
He's got to be better on the post. Morton's going to be a little frustrated with his defender. But George Campbell goes up to win that header and puts it on goal. Nice delivery from Mikey Ambrose, who'll pick up the assist.
We've seen that on both of George Campbell's goals. We saw that in Pittsburgh with Wesley Dacus for the Atlanta United 2 goal there in the draw against the Riverhounds. And we see it again here tonight, and so the Stripes are up 1-0.
Hopefully that breathes a little life into Bethlehem. The defensive tactic is completely fine. It's a smart way to play when you're on the road. The time wasting and the slow pace has been the issue. Atlanta United 2 has been able to quicken the pace wherever they've had an opportunity to do so.
Luis Fernando tries to go through a couple of white kits. No whistle there.
Afemu won the tackle initially. It's a good challenge from him.
Chambers back and forth with Zandy. Ferris looking to turn. Can't, gives to Chambers, and they'll start it again with Cole Turner. Ferris trying to work his way past two Atlanta United defenders. A lot of swimming and hand fighting there.
Can't tell you enough how mature George Campbell was on that whole sequence. When he first checked in to Ferris, he's unable to get in front of Ferris, so he drops off behind him, tracks Ferris the whole way. Ferris makes a run. Diaz switches. They switch defenders with Dacus, but then when Ferris gets on the end of it, Campbell steps in front, rides off the challenge, earns the free kick. A very professional kind of play from the Atlanta United Academy graduate.
Mikey Ambrose, Bello. And returned, Mo Adams, Barajas center circle. And George Campbell looking to split. Can Metcalf get there? Yes. Chipped into the area, defended nicely by Bethlehem, and it's going to be another Creature Comforts corner. Steve Kingay saves a second.
Look, this is turning into the George Campbell show tonight. This is a great through ball to Jack Metcalf with the left foot. Metcalf with a driven low cross that Kingay has to get a touch on, or Okonkwo will have the opportunity.
Another Creature Comforts corner kick for Mikey Ambrose here as we turn minute 42. Thought about it, double clutch in with the left, punch, but then there's traffic for him. Mo Adams gets it for Atlanta United 2.
Miscommunication between Morton and his defense.
Metcalf in with the right, sweeping ball headed down. Harriel is there. He can't get rid of it completely. Mo Adams again. Dacus was looking for Luis Fernando. George Campbell top of the box. And it looks like it's going to be an opportunity for the Stripes.
George Campbell showing every side of his ability tonight. Now he earns a free kick at the top of the 18. Kept with the play after the set pieces. Didn't lose focus. It's a good first touch from him. Draws the defender in, gets tripped up. You know Mikey Ambrose wants to have a crack at this one. Bello's trying to debate with him.
Or is Bello acting as GPS? Ambrose, the left, up and in! Mikey Ambrose from a set piece, top of the box. Beautiful with the left, curls it in, curls it over Todd Morton, and it's 2 in minute 43.
The sweet left foot from Mikey Ambrose. Todd Morton, no chance to keep this one out.
Gorgeous stuff here from Mikey Ambrose.
This one will be going in the highlight reel. Nobody's getting to that. No goalkeeper's getting to that. Curls it in. Beautiful delivery from Mikey Ambrose.
George Campbell with 1, Mikey Ambrose with 1, Atlanta United 2 with 2.
And a goal scored by number 22, Mikey.
2 goals, both from center backs tonight.
In the 43rd minute.
And Kevin Barajas now.
Atlanta goal.
George Campbell.
In the 43rd minute.
Back and forth. You see chasing there is Walter Cortez. There's the goal scorer to give to Kevin Barajas. With the big right, Metcalf gets there, chests it down, wants to turn on Cortez. And they're going to call goal kick. No foul, just touched Metcalf last.
This week, U.S. Soccer and Think Taylor are working to promote concussion education during Concussion Awareness Week. From October 6th through October 15th, the two organizations are asking everyone to take the hashtag TT Pledge, an oath that everyone involved with the game become more aware of concussion symptoms and recovery. Visit recognizetorecover.org for more information.
Morton forward to Campbell. Cortez now for Bethlehem. Metcalf with the interrupt. Zandy's there. Turner, and they're having to go all the way back to regroup with Kingay. Chambers just has to get it back to Morton. They'll try it again with Cole Turner. Zandy and Kingay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee
1 minute added here to the first 45.
Stoppage time. 1 minute of stoppage time.
Sent forward, Ambrose there with the intercept. Barajas has a little bit of room to work. Give to Okonkwo. Big grab, and they finally do whistle Walter Cortez for the foul. And it looks like Badawi's just going to have a bit of a discussion with Cortez. Understanding there between Badawi and Cortez from this moment forward. The handshake.
Been quick to go to the book so far tonight. 3 yellows in the first 45 minutes.
Dacus, big idea there, but Luis Fernando has a couple of folks around him. Top of the box, gets out of the jam. Give to Okonkwo. Ambrose. Bello. We'll work it backwards. Back to Mikey. And Barajas. Picked off, but touched by the arm of Ferris, left arm, before he could make a break for it. And that'll do for the first 45 minutes. And Atlanta United, it took them a while. They took the shot off the post. Then it was 2 goals from there to get the advantage, and it's 2-0 at the break.
Dominant performance from Atlanta United, too. Over 70% of the possession, 9 chances. The quality finally came as the half went on. Campbell and Ambrose give the Stripes the lead.
We'll take a peek at what happened in the first 45, get you set for everything else going on around the league, and get you set for the second half of the tale. You're watching Atlanta United 2 leading Bethlehem 2-0 on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens. One stop to better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
Welcome back to Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Atlanta United 2 goals on the board in the first 45, leading Bethlehem Steel in the middle of their 3-match in 7 days by the score of 2-0. You've got a lot of stuff going on right now in the USL Championship. The season's winding down on the regular side. The USL League One folks are into their Final Four. Here's a look at what has been going on in the USL. Take a look at some good stuff.
Long-range effort, oh, that's spectacular! From distance, and it's a goal! That's a great save, Van Oekel. That's it for
strike in the upper right 90. Whips it in, finds the back post. What a
finish. All these experiences are new. And the new experience is always the most exciting because it's something that you've never been a part of before. And I think that's one of the biggest draws of Greenville is to come in and to be a part of the beginning of something great.
Well, Greenville has officially been awarded a professional soccer team.
There is a big soccer presence in the upstate, and they just needed a team to rally behind. It's like, oh wow, like this is actually, this is real. And I still didn't really grasp how big it was going to be.
Racing the other way. Cuts it back. Good look. Shot coming. And then Carlos Gomez, his 4th in 2 matches. And does that seal the deal on the 3 points for the Triumph?
A club is more than just the players, coaches, and front office. It's the fans. It's a whole club. We're new. No one really knows what we're about. They don't know, what we have to offer, and showing them that we offer more than just 90 minutes a week, on a Friday or Saturday night. Says everything.
Great season from the Greenville Triumph has led them to a USL League One semifinal this weekend.
And they're heading to Lansing, and that's a part of it with North Texas and your 4 seed in Madison as well. Other stuff going on impacting the East up top in progress.
That St. Louis lead puts them, if that result holds, to 45 points and in a really good spot. Birmingham needs to pick up the 3 points on Hartford Athletic. If they pick up anything, that will eliminate Memphis 901 from the postseason. That's on ESPN News if you want to keep up with it on your second screen.
Yes, second screens. We'll be keeping an eye on what's going on with that. Real Monarchs and Orange County SC out west are at the top of the hour. All right, news and notes going on and some really cool stuff going on in League One to start us off.
3 new teams have been announced recently. Union Omaha with one of the best logos in American soccer. Inter Miami and the New England Revolution are adding teams into USL League One for 2020. Out west, El Paso's unbeaten run in their last 4, that has them in the number 8 spot as we're currently looking at it in the Western Conference table. They were not looking like a playoff team that long ago.
And then here in the East, we mentioned the live scoring right now with St. Louis. St. Louis looks like they're managing to stay north of the bar at the right time.
They need this win to really secure the postseason, but with Birmingham right now drawing with Hartford, that would put them on 41 points. Charleston would be the odd man out on 40.
And in net, how about some love for the keepers? Player of the week in Reno, 1868 with JT Marcinkowski.
JT Marcinkowski on loan from the San Jose Earthquakes. 9 saves in a big win this week.
Let's take a peek at the team of the week. Some familiar faces there. You see Thomas Enevoldsen in Sacramento as a part of it. You've got someone there in the second row that's intimately familiar.
Gordon Wild had a hat trick with Loudoun United. The move for Wild to go from Atlanta to Loudoun United has resulted in a little more playing time for him in more of an attacking role.
Anwa Obasi from Ottawa and Victor Mansalai in Charlotte as a part of it. Come back. We'll take a peek at first half highlights, stats, stuff. Get you ready for the second 45. Stripes lead Bethlehem 2-0. It is the USL Championship on ESPN Plus. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens. One stop to better.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit Piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens. One stop to better.
Welcome back, fans. Getting ready for the second 45 with Atlanta United 2 leading Bethlehem Steel by the score of 2-0. How did we get to this particular moment in time? Let's take a peek at the first half highlights of Bethlehem in the middle of their 3-match in 8-day swing here against Atlanta United 2. Beautiful work there from Mikey Ambrose, and then off the post to start things off, Okonkwo had the opportunity there.
What a ball from Ambrose to spring Bello. First time from Bello, and Okonkwo just can't keep it on frame.
But Atlanta United 2 would end up getting the ball in the back of the net after a little while. Up and over the bar there by Mo Adams, and then a yellow card for George Campbell.
That yellow for Campbell will take him out of the Nashville match on the 19th, late on the challenge.
Then, once again, you have offense turning into defense, which turns into more offense. George Bello not giving up on the play. Harriel thought that he was clear, but then you have a chance and a poke and a turn and an opportunity here that is just wide of the bar. Another look from the ground level. There's your big save there by Castanera. That was one of the few opportunities that was had for Bethlehem in the first half. And then the big yellow here as Luis Fernando's coming right in front of you.
Yeah, it's a really late challenge from Benefemu.
And then here's your first goal here, Luis Fernando. There's your second look at the yellow. Then let's take a peek at the first half goals. Set piece, George Campbell.
George Campbell goes up and wins this header over James Chambers. It's a good delivery from Ambrose, and even better header from Campbell.
And that was not the only goal that was scored in the first half for the Stripes. After that one, it would be 2-0. We'll take another peek off the set piece here. There's another look as Campbell gets it in through the defense of Cortez being right there in front of Todd Morton. Goes past Cortez, goes past Morton, and it's 1-0 for 1-0 for Atlanta United 2. Then a piece of gorgeous work from Mikey Ambrose.
Curling and some topspin on it from Mikey Ambrose. Your tennis pros would be proud of that one. Nobody's getting to make that save.
That is the serve by the lefty down the tee for the ace. We're going to take a look at first half stats. This is what we see, but what do we know?
We know it's 2-0 Atlanta United, too, and we know it's been dominant. 70% of the possession. Bethlehem has been really wanting to slow the match down. Sometimes we've seen Atlanta United, too, in those situations, play to that pace. Not tonight. Stephen Glass's crew has pushed the pace. They've sped the game up. Now with a couple goals, we'll see what Bethlehem does in the second half.
As we get ready here for the second 45 minutes, the last 45 here at the Fraction. You had some ideas for keys coming into the first 45. What about coming into the second 45?
We'll talk a little more about Tyler Ruth and his retirement as the second half goes on. But whatever it takes was the key for Atlanta United 2. I didn't expect this type of performance from Bethlehem Steel. They really have nothing to lose. I expected them to play a little more. Atlanta United 2 hasn't given into that. They've controlled the match and they've pushed the pace. For Bethlehem, the youth in this team made some simple mistakes. They've struggled to build up out of the back, and they have not found really much to believe in tonight.
Once again, Bethlehem here in the second 45. They'll be going on your screen from right to left. Atlanta United 2 in their striped kits. They're going to be going from left to right here in the second 45. Once again, the final 45 here at Fifth Third Bank this season. Atlanta United 2 coming in undefeated in their last 6. Strong showing. Strong showing here for Atlanta United 2 to wrap up the season here on the last game of the schedule. And it looks like we're going to have our first substitution. Looks like Guillermo Benitez will come in here to start the second half, and Amir Bashti's night is done.
See where Benitez slots into this. Normally plays as a left back. George Bello is going to get that time. It looks like Benitez will be in a very attack-minded role, either with Okonkwo and Luis Fernando or just behind them.
Short benches for both sides tonight. Only 3 other position players for Atlanta United 2 and Stephen Glass. Beyond Vinicana Kimana, Laurent Kisiadou, and Will Riley are your other 3 position players for Atlanta United 2. For Bethlehem Steel, as they get their opportunity here, Harriel looking to get something on the board quickly, deflected, and outside of the 18 is going to be a deep throw for Bethlehem here within the first 30 seconds of the second half.
The George Campbell show continues. It's a nice stick from him, not giving Harriel any space to get a clean shot off.
There's a whistle, and they're wondering what it's all about. Looks like, I think Harriel touched it with his hand on the way down, but they're going to call a foul instead.
It's a push from Bello is the call.
So it'll be a set piece here from close range in the first minute of the second half for Bethlehem.
Bethlehem has definitely changed their approach to come out here in the second half.
A lot of back and forth, a lot of jostling as they try to get it inside the 6. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty call. Or is it a foul? They're going to call a foul on Mikey Ambrose inside the 6, setting up a penalty for Bethlehem here in the first minute, 45 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to have to get a replay to try to make sense of that one.
Yeah.
It's a short cross in from the free kick. It's not on Ambrose. He's not anywhere there. He's just looking dumbfounded at the referee, trying to figure out what the call is.
Yeah.
As am I after the replay.
I have no idea. So, all right, Ferris lining it up. 2 minutes plus in on Castanera, and it's 2-1 on the dribbler.
Good hesitation work on that penalty from Ferris. Gets Castanera leaning, and the match is completely changed early in the second half.
Yep. So let's see. So we'll see how the Stripes respond after that. Here's your PK from the end zone.
Ferris with the left foot just gets Castanera leaning with the little stutter step.
9th goal of the season for Ferris.
Number 24, the goalkeeper, Dylan Castanera. Resulting in a penalty kick. Bethlehem
Leading goal scorer for Bethlehem. Sent down Dacus, just trying to get control of things, just sends it out. It'll be a corner kick for Bethlehem here as the field seems to have tilted in the first couple of minutes of the second half.
The field's completely flipped inside of itself at this point. Atlanta United 2 has to find that confidence that they played the first 45 with. They've lost it here early in the second. Beyond the penalty decision, which I'm still a little confused by, Atlanta United 2 way too sluggish to open the second 45.
Chambers sends it back to Cole Turner. Chipped inside the 6. Down and cleared by Barajas. Castanera couldn't quite get to it, but Bethlehem is now on top of things.
Castanera was able to get enough to it.
Luis Fernando on a bit of a run. Cortez is chasing him. Nicely done to get it back, but sent inside the area. Sent back to Luis Fernando for another try.
Awkward clearance from Kinge.
Cortez on Luis Fernando. Barajas. Mikey Ambrose now. Luis Fernando double teamed. Chips it forward. George Bello coming in. Chambers nicely done. Deflected, but not all the way out. Chipped, and over everything goes Jack Metcalf.
Bello committed a foul. The chip had already been nullified. Bello pushed in the back. Badawi does not blow the whistle very strongly. It's a little hard to pick up at times.
So Todd Morton looking to kind of sort things out at his own pace as we turn minute 51 here in a couple of seconds. Sent towards center circle. George Campbell, nicely done to gain possession there. Ambrose and Metcalf.
Ferris doubled over, holding his midsection after the challenge from Campbell.
Ambrose closing on Harriel to keep possession for Atlanta United 2. But Kinge got in the way, didn't get very far. There's Benitez. Benitez dummied it through looking for Ambrose, ends up with Bethlehem now. Nicely done by Dacus to defend.
Ferris fought back to win it again, though.
Zandy. And Ofemu. He's descended into the corner. Looks like they're going to call a foul there. Be another set piece opportunity for Bethlehem here late minute 51 heading toward 52.
Nathan Harriel bombing down the right side again, earns another dangerous free kick. Not much to complain about on that one. Benitez hand checking initially, sticks his foot out and causes the trip. It's not much in it. Harriel goes down easily, but there's contact. It's a smart play from Nathan Harriel and another set piece opportunity. Last time it led to a penalty.
Cortez and Chambers are there for Bethlehem. A lot of work going on just outside the 6. So let's see what they have in mind. Set, Chambers, and returned. Tries to chip it in. Castanera, punch clear. They're going to call a foul.
Castanera goes up strong and gets a hand to that cross. Needed to, as multiple Steel players were on the back post. George Campbell having a conversation with the referee. Jack Metcalf pulls him away. Castanera gets the hand up.
Whoa, okay.
Not much of a kick, but definitely knew the goalkeeper was there when he stuck his foot out. Unnecessary at the end of that. That's what Campbell was talking to the referee about.
Bethlehem has picked up the pace here, and there's George Campbell. Nicely done to maintain control. Tries to slide to keep possession, and they're going to call him for the foul.
No, they come back to call the foul initially. Advantage had been played. It didn't materialize. This is becoming more of a regular occurrence where that window to bring the play back is getting wider and wider. Campbell takes the heavy touch after the bump, but they come back and say that the bump caused the heavy touch. Danny Flores gets the bump on Campbell. Campbell then goes sliding in. Looked like he might have gotten part of the ball, but went in very strong on the Steel player who's still down.
Physio's out to take a look.
But going back and calling the foul avoids calling a foul on that challenge. We'll get another look and try to walk through it here. That's the foul. The foul is on 56, Danny Flores.
And then Kinge.
I'm not sure if it was exactly advantage being played or if it was just a slightly late whistle, because you see Campbell turn around thinking that he's being called for a foul, and he's on a yellow card, so he doesn't want to see that second yellow. Strange situation you don't see very often. Stephen Glass making some tactical adjustments with Kevin Barajas. Bringing Benitez into the team here in the second half hasn't quite worked out the way that Stephen Glass envisioned it. Lane United 2 needs to regain possession, regain control of this match after Bethlehem Steel cut the lead in half.
You also see conversations with Benitez and Barajas and Okonkwo and Luis Fernando.
That's Barajas relaying the messages.
So let's see what Mikey Ambrose can do here after Kinge was looked at by the physios. Headed and up and over the bar. Okonkwo had a chance.
Offside anyway. Okonkwo ducked his head at the end of it as Morton came off his line. Would not have counted, but have to be stronger in those moments.
Diaz tried to turn. Mikey Ambrose nicely done there, and it's going to be an Atlanta United 2 throw.
Ambrose is not your prototypical center back, but he's such a smart player. He's able to deal with players who are bigger than him like Diaz.
Harriel tries to send it forward, finds Ferris. Nicely done there by Metcalf to try to shoulder off Cortez, and they call the foul on Cortez. It'll go back to the stripes.
Metcalf stepped in front of Cortez, got the touch, earned the foul.
Campbell back and forth with Barajas. Bello calling for it. He'll get it. There's enough on it. Harriel picks it off.
Just a little slow to make the decision by Campbell on that ball out to Bello, and then leaves it short.
Big windup by Ferris, blocked by Atlanta United 2 that time, and Dacus. Chambers trying to work in the middle. It ends up all the way to the back, and Kinge now. Kinge and Flores, and then back to Todd Morton. Ambrose there for the interrupt. Bello gets the ball. Barajas nicely done with space. He's got Okonkwo lifted to him, and Okonkwo in! Patrick Okonkwo takes advantage of the beautiful chip, and it's 3-1. The Stripes respond when they need to in minute 57.
Kevin Barajas with the scoop. Patrick Okonkwo with the finish. That restores the 2-goal lead for Atlanta United 2.
Gorgeous work by Barajas. Finishes up by Okonkwo for Patrick Okonkwo. His second goal of the year. For Barajas, his second assist of the year.
It's great work from Barajas with the scoop after the interception right there. Okonkwo able to get under it. No hesitation from Patrick Okonkwo this time. Puts it away. Big goal for Okonkwo. Big goal for Atlanta United 2.
So let's see what Bethlehem do here.
Atlanta goal scored by number 35, Patrick Okonkwo.
Chambers working his way through traffic. Tried to send it through. Metcalf was there. Pushing the back, Stripes folks hitting the deck. Luis Fernando was a part of that. Mo Adams was a part of that. Barajas gets in the way, and they call a yellow now on Mo Adams.
Some interesting decisions at times on cards and fouls. Mo Adams was pushed in the back, not happy about not getting the call. You could see the red in his eyes as he gets up chasing that down. Really not sure about a yellow card in that moment, though. He doesn't get much of anything on the tackle.
All right, let's take a look at it.
Adams, you see him sitting there. He hops up. I mean, he's late on the tackle. There's really not much in it.
Training ground stuff there with Cole Turner. Picked off. Mo Adams nicely done. Barajas is available. There's George Campbell again.
Barajas has been excellent tonight. Best match as a professional for Kevin Barajas.
Ambrose with a lot of white kits around him. Gets to Barajas. Gets it out of the jam. Dacus back to Castanera. And Captain Jack settles it down nicely. Barajas. Ambrose. Past Harriel. Here's Bello. Benitez with room. Cuts it inside. Bodies hit the floor. Penalty call. Benitez tried to turn the corner on Ofemu. He and Ofemu collide. Ofemu called for the foul. Penalty call for Atlanta United 2.
Guillermo Benitez is a very smart player when he gets into the final third. He knows that Ofemu is out of control. He knows that he's going to be charging in from behind. Just slows down, gets the contact, and earns the penalty. Ofemu was on a yellow card. You wondered if that might be a second yellow as well. It is not.
Picked up the yellow back in minute 37.
It's George Bello who's going to take the penalty.
All right, so let's see. 21 in the Stripes kit going after Todd Morton here. With the left, and in. Penalty in the books for George Bello. Second goal in a handful of minutes for Atlanta United 2. Bello's first goal of the season from the spot, and it's 4-1.
Decisive from Bello, who we don't see take many penalties with Atlanta United 2 or Atlanta United. Confident player in front of goal, though, and absolutely no hesitation. Picks a spot. Morton guesses the wrong way. Bello tucks it away. Goal number 4.
There's your goal scorer. We'll pick up the substitution here for Bethlehem. I think it's the end of the night for Said Diaz here in minute 62.
Substitution for Bethlehem in the 61st minute. Entering the game, number 63.
Schneider Borgelin now, number 63 coming in. So 63 in, 36 out for Bethlehem.
Atlanta goal scored by number 21, Joe.
Tried to send it in and shouldered off Harriel by Mikey Ambrose.
Atlanta goal scored by 21.
Atlanta United 2 just trying to get a little control here, slow things down a little bit after goal number 4. Turnover, Borgelin, and saved. Castanera comes up big off the turnover. Borgelin shot it on the ground. Nice reaction by Castanera. Barajas is down, so they send it out, and they're going to take a peek at Kevin here.
It's a big save from Castanera. Borgelin makes an immediate impact. Just caught in possession, a little lackadaisical from Atlanta. No hesitation from Borgelin. Goes for the far post, but Castanera is up to the challenge.
Big save by 24. So Kevin Barajas up and around.
Borgelin's a great story. 17-year-old, moved to the Philadelphia area from Florida, joined the Union's Academy in 2017. And that's a pretty big leap of faith for a young player, but the Union's Academy has a school component to it. It's a little bit easier to make that move for some young aspiring professionals. Borgelin's one of those. He signed a contract with the Steel earlier this year.
Dake is bombing forward, picked off by Harriel. Plays opened up a lot, and here comes George Campbell to kind of calm things down a little bit. A lot of hand fighting there with Borgelin, wins possession.
Outstanding from Campbell again. Really hasn't put a foot wrong too often tonight.
Castanera, Ambrose, Bello. Won by the Steel, but nicely done to get possession away from Flores was Bello again.
It's another opportunity where Bello loses possession, but then immediately regains it with hard work.
Foul call as Flores hit the deck.
Ambrose a little late there.
Benefemu not happy with Patrick Okonkwo. So let's see what the idea is here for the Steel. Once again, Chambers and Cortez. Here as we head toward minute 65. Looking for a little help anywhere was Flores. Up and over everything, goal kick.
Don't think that one will make another appearance this season.
Final substitution
looks like
for Bethlehem in the 66th
double
minute.
switch now for Bethlehem.
Entering the game, number 37,
Selmir Mischich is coming in, 37.
And number 59, Axel Picasso. Exiting the
And
game,
Axel Picasso is coming in as well.
and number 38,
So Zach Zandy is gone
Zandy.
as Picasso comes in.
Replacing number 56 and number 59.
Mischich, another one of the young professionals. He signed a deal with Bethlehem last September. Moved from Vermont to join the Union's Academy in 2016. The youngest player to ever sign a pro deal with Bethlehem Steel.
Campbell sends it past Picasso in his first action. Quick throw by Bethlehem. Nicely done there by Dacus to try to quell what Bethlehem had in mind. Look at George Campbell again. Tremendous work defensively there. Give to Metcalf. Foul on Cole Turner.
Nice work by Luis Fernando to earn the foul on Turner.
Substitution for Atlanta in the 66th minute. Exiting the game.
And that's going to be the night for Kevin Barajas. Looks like Will Riley's going to come in now.
Great performance from Kevin Barajas tonight. Local talent, went on to the University of Kentucky. Signed with Atlanta United 2 last year.
Once again, number 39 replacing number 8 for Atlanta in the 66th minute.
You see the offensive output there for Atlanta United here 2/3 of the way through the match at 4-1. And the 4-2 win over Loudon, the only other time that they've had 4 goals on the board this year.
They're looking for 5 right now.
Bello launches with the left, and it was off of Ofemu. But it's going to go back to the steal.
Bello's shot after it deflected off of Ofemu went to an offside Guillermo Benitez.
Foul on Mo Adams. Starting things up too quickly after the foul on Ferris. Ferris hadn't gotten up yet. So Bethlehem's used all their subs. Mischich, Borgelin, and Picasso are in. Poked through, but right at the back was Dacus. They're going to call a foul on Chambers there as Okonkwo went over.
Chambers frustrated with that call. He lunged in to win the ball, did win the ball. After he won the ball, Okonkwo tripped over him. Not much else Chambers could do there.
Ambrose, Bello, and returned. Dacus halfway through minute 68. Riley, his first touch back to Ambrose. A lot of room for George Campbell. Borgelin chasing. Metcalf working quickly. Nice stutter step there. Fernando looking to drive on Turner, past Turner. Just outside the area with the left. Deflected, and it turned up close. Todd Morton had to go full extension. Bethlehem will start it up quick. Ambrose will track it down. Nicely done. He'll give to Bello. Riley had possession briefly. Goes to Harriel. Chambers. And returned. Outside of the right boot. Tracking it down nicely was Jack Metcalf to Dylan Castanera. Bello. Benitez. Last touch by Ofemu. Not too happy about that call. Dacus, Adams, all the way over to Campbell with a lot of space. Almost tripped up from behind. Give to Luis Fernando. He can't quite control it. Neither could the steal briefly. Cortez will go back and grab. Luis Fernando in pursuit. Campbell looking there for the joust. Borgelin will get there. Nicely done by Mo Adams to get it away from him. Chambers gets it away from Riley. A lot of action here back in the middle third. Riley, Ambrose, Bello. Back to Dacus. Ferris. Buzzed past there. They're going to call a foul.
Wasn't a clean flyby.
Nope.
Caught some of Dacus as he charged in. Ferris out of control there. Little surprised there's no card. I mean, there's no attempt to play the ball by Ferris. He's just charging in.
Yep. Ambrose. Benitez tried to get it to Riley, too much on it.
That's a poor ball from Benitez.
Here comes Chambers. Chambers looking for Borgelin. George Campbell from behind, foul.
It's multiple fouls by the Steel's front line, running through Atlanta defenders.
Adams, Dacus back to Castanera. Sweeps it to Ambrose. Riley. Okonkwo is there. Bad pass, Chambers. Mischich had an idea. Okonkwo is there with him. Nadosi-Do ends up with Ambrose, and now Mo Adams. Dacus to Campbell. Luis Fernando was looking for Riley. Chambers was there instead, so here comes Bethlehem. Flags up. Updated score, St. Louis now leading Loudon 3-2 as they try to solidify that 9 spot. And that's 2/3 of the way through. Birmingham is scoreless at the half as they try to solidify the 10 ahead of Charleston. Riley. Bello. Riley's got room, but Afemu gets there first. He gets back to Morton. Chambers. Benitez coming after Afemu. Give to Harriel. Will Riley nicely done. Adams. Benitez. Chance here for the Stripes. Into the middle. Dummied through. Nobody home.
No chance for Luis Fernando to get to that. Okonkwo needs to bury it first time.
Bello and Ambrose. Metcalf trying to get out of trouble. He does. Give to Campbell.
Good awareness from Will Riley. He drops into cover for Mikey Ambrose as he dribbled across.
Advantage called here. Luis Fernando looking to go on Turner. Turner grabbing the kit and tried to flick it through. Okonkwo wide.
Okonkwo was trying to backheel that in because it's the only play he has. The ball's behind him. He's not trying to flick that to anybody else other than the back of the net. Unable to get much on it.
Let's take a look at that last run as Badawi's talking to Cortez.
He's talked to Cortez a few times tonight. Luis Fernando doesn't care about that. He gets a good ball in. It's just slightly behind Patrick Okonkwo, and he can't get enough of a touch to beat Morton.
Before we go, fans, just so you know, you can continue to enjoy the USL on ESPN through the 2022 season. The USL is excited to announce that the championship and League One will remain with the leader in sports for 3 more years. ESPN Plus will continue to be the home of all things USL and at least 19 matches a year featured on the ESPN family of networks, including 9 games on ESPN Deportes. We'll finish up that in just a sec. And nothing happening there. Going to be a goal kick for Atlanta United 2. Just lost the footing on the wet turf here, and that was Cortez with another chance.
That's one way to put it. Metcalf might have helped a little bit. Not enough to get a call.
Yep. So with the 9 matches on ESPN Deportes, continue to follow, support, and watch your club on ESPN and ESPN Plus.
Love that ESPN Deportes is getting in on the USL action. Afemu's been on a yellow card for a while. He committed a foul that earned the penalty. This time he has some contact with Benitez off the ball. Him and Okonkwo have been getting into it all night. The time for conversations are pretty much done at this point. It's the 76th minute.
And so it just ends up as a conversation.
That's the second one with Afemu and about the 4th one with Cortez, who doesn't have a yellow yet. And multiple times, Steel players have just run through Atlanta defenders after they've cleared.
Metcalf.
Atlanta United 2 players just have to keep their head in this moment. Bethlehem Steel players are frustrated, not happy with their result. No foul there as Luis Fernando goes down.
Mo Adams ends up with it.
Thought we might see some of that frustration with the Atlanta Braves and St. Louis Cardinals today.
Yeah.
Maybe should have with the way that game went.
Up and over to Bello. Kingay settles it for Chambers. Captain trying to find a partner. Center circle. Luis Fernando right there with him. Harriel.
Great turn.
Ferris. Back and forth. Room for Borgelin. And he'll bring it all the way back to Cortez. Will send it in, headed clear. Chambers now. Borgelin looked to turn. Another opportunity into the area and in. Nicely done by Picasso. And into the back of the net. Looked like Mischic is going to get credit for it. So it's now 4-2 in the 77th.
The two substitutes combined to make that one happen. They beat George Campbell this time. Atlanta United, too, just unable to clear as Bethlehem was able to pile players forward. We'll get another look at it here in just a second. No chance for Castanera to make the save. First ball's played in. Borgelin can't keep it, but Picasso beats Campbell, and in a great cutback from Picasso. Put away by Mischic.
Good work from Riley there to find Bello.
Great ball from Will Riley to open the field up.
Bello, step over. Who touched it last? Corner. And Harriel on the ground again. This will be another Creature Comforts corner kick after the physios come out, and Harriel's in a great deal of pain. Harriel back to his feet. Mikey Ambrose will take the corner over at the far. And with the left, headed out. Metcalf will track it down. Nice work there with Ambrose. Back in with the left again, headed out again, top of the area. Borgelin looking to turn on Riley. Foul on Will.
Good foul from Riley. You can't let Borgelin turn and get out in space, get on the run.
Chambers, Luis Fernando stood him up a little bit, had to get rid of the ball. Now back and forth. There comes Turner.
Really like what Picasso's brought to the team for Bethlehem. Crafty player on the ball.
Ofemu. Picasso. Riley on him. Through Ambrose, but it's going to end up as a goal kick.
Picasso started 5 matches this season. 18-year-old Mexican-American, part of the Bethlehem Steel and Philadelphia Union Academy.
Programming note, tune into ESPN3 Saturday, October 19th, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Special game of the week to close out the 2019 season. A home playoff match is at stake when Real Monarchs host Sacramento Republic. The winner hosts a playoff match. The loser potentially goes to the play-in game. Catch all the drama October 19th, 9 Eastern on ESPN3. Up and over, Turner was there for the second chance with Fernando. It ends up with Bethlehem as Okonkwo hit the deck, but nobody there for Bethlehem. Here comes George Bello. Picasso on him. Back to Ambrose here halfway through minute 81. Adams and Campbell. Metcalf and Riley. Back to Dacus. Ambrose. Saw Benitez on the break. Can Benitez bring it down? He tried, but it ends up with Todd Morton.
Looking for the over-the-shoulder first touch. That's a tough one to pull off if you're Guillermo Benitez.
Ferris. Bethlehem with about 10 minutes to try to get 2 goals here. Ofemu. Charging up through his Kinge. Borgelin. Harriel had an idea. It ends up with Dacus. Harriel not giving up on the play, neither was Bello. Borgel in that big frame just gets Bello off the ball.
Bello stands him up as Borgelin just tries to bull rush him.
Third and final substitution for Atlanta in the 82nd minute.
Okonkwo. Big switch idea here. Benitez has room.
What a ball from Jack Metcalf.
Tries to send it in. It goes off of Kingay, so it'll be another Creature Comforts corner kick. Third sub now for Atlanta United 2. And it's going to be Benny Jets coming in beyond Vinny Kanekimana. And that's going to be the night for Patrick Okonkwo after 83 minutes.
Okonkwo got a goal to show for his work, left a couple on the table, but worked very hard all night long. Overall, good performance from Patrick Okonkwo. And it's our first chance to see Bienveni Kanekimana since he went off to represent Burundi. Senior national team level. Kanekimana showed very well for Burundi. We know about the speed, but over his time here with Atlanta United 2, he's added some composure that was lacking at the beginning of his time here in Georgia. See what he brings to this match in the final 7 minutes plus.
A lot of white kits inside the 6, a lot of striped kits not so close. Ambrose in with a left. Headed up and sent out clear, so it'll be a throw for Atlanta United 2 attacking third. Metcalf will leave it for Mikey Ambrose. Looks like Bello will take it over now. Kanekimana wanted a call on a Famu, didn't get it. So the Steel will try to get it out of a jam. Quick passing, hit Kanekimana there, so it'll be a throw deep in their own defensive third. Harriel will do it again. Riley wins the header. Campbell. Nicely done to Bello. They say that Bello can't hang on to it. It'll be a Steel throw-in. Harriel back to Ofemu. Kingay. Luis Fernando closing on Cole Turner. But now the Steel have some space. Nicely done by George Campbell again.
Just tries to beat Campbell with speed with no room on the touchline. Campbell gets the challenge right.
Bello. Finds Benitez as a partner. He'll get it back to Ambrose. Early minute 86. Benitez on the turn. Bello lets him through. Launch deflected and just missed. Shot with the left, had a bit of an outside turn to it. So Chambers brings it forward. No call there. They're going to keep going. Dacus. Back comes Bethlehem. Borgelin tries to get forward. There's Ferris. Borgelin a little too ahead of the play. And here comes Will Riley. Nicely done. Look at this to Luis Fernando. Kanekimana in. Can he close the deal? Taken down and penalty call. You spring Benny Jets, that's what happens. It ends up at the spot here in minute 87.
Todd Morton gets a yellow card for his trouble as well. It all starts with the ball from Will Riley. Look at the look from the academy player Riley to Fernando. First time from Luis Fernando. Kanekimana just touches it to the side of Morton. Really not much Morton can do as he's already overcommitted and Kanakimana gets the opportunity to put it away.
Leading goal scorer puts it into the back of the net for goal number 5 for the Stripes. His 7th of the year, this time from the spot, and it's 5-2 Atlanta United. Look at this.
Bienveni Kanakimana has become a fan favorite here in Atlanta. Fans followed him with his performances with Burundi and have made a flag to represent him at his time here in Atlanta and his home nation.
Fantastic.
Benny Jets, welcome back.
Afterburners to the right, thank you very much. And it's 5-2, Atlanta United 2.
Atlanta goal scored by number 29, Bienveni Kanakimana.
Couple of minutes left here plus stoppage, so we've seen guys. The highest scoring match of the season, surpassing the 4 against Loudoun. It's now 5 on the board against Bethlehem. That's how you close out your home schedule.
Atlanta United 2 has been building to this over the last couple of months, honestly. Even before the results started coming, Atlanta United 2 was playing at a very high level. Now you're getting the results to show for it. Tonight you get the offensive explosion to show for it. Stephen Glass and his whole crew will be very proud of this performance.
And when you look at who's out there right now, we've seen Bienveni Kanakimana grow. We've seen George Bello grow this year. We've seen Amir Bashti grow, who was on for the first 45. We've seen Wesley Dacus grow into play as well. 2 minutes are going to be added here when we get to minute number 90. But when you look at the guys that we've been able to see this year, Jason, what comes to mind?
Development. It's been development. Every player is in a better position now than they were at the beginning of the season. That's what a manager at this level in this situation that Stephen Glass is in, with Atlanta United 2 serving really 3 different needs. You're developing players from your academy. Will Riley contributes on that goal. You're developing talent for your first team. Luis Fernando contributes to that last goal. And then you have players who are here on Atlanta United 2 contracts who are trying to get that look at the next level and grow as professional players. Bienveni Kanakimana here on loan. He gets the penalty. He puts it away. That encapsulates what Atlanta United 2 is all about. All phases of the club contributing to goal number 5 tonight.
George Bello on Harriel. They're going to go back to Will Riley. Ambrose looking for Bello. Bello to Benitez. Up and over, and Chambers is called for the foul, so it's going to be a set piece here as we head toward the end of the 90 minutes.
Don't forget, when we're done here, you can flip over to ESPN News. Take that second screen, make it the big screen, because you will see Hartford Athletic leading Birmingham Legion 1-0 in the second half. Those final playoff spots are at stake tonight with Wednesday Night Soccer on ESPN News.
And St. Louis and Loudoun now tied at 3.
Chaos in the USL Championship tonight.
The regular season ends on October the 19th. Header wide, so it'll be a goal kick.
Campbell trying to lean back and get goal number 2 for the night.
Yep, 9 o'clock Eastern. ESPN 3, game in the West. Home playoff match at stake. Real Monarchs, Sacramento Republic. Winner gets a playoff match. Loser might have to go into the play-in section of the West. So if you thought it was crazy at the top of the ladders in each of the conferences, the bottom will be on display as well in the West on October 19th on ESPN 3, 9 o'clock Eastern on the ESPN family of networks. There's Will Riley. Another bump off the ball there. Chambers is there. Looking for Borgelin, looking to turn.
Borgelin is a handful up top for Bethlehem, but Dacus and Campbell have done pretty well against him.
Listed 6'3", 194.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that listing.
I'm thinking he's north of 6'3" and probably well north of 194.
Moves very well. Promising prospect Borgelin.
I'm going to call a foul on Luis Fernando and a yellow.
Why not?
Yep.
Those yellow cards in stoppage time with 20 seconds left in stoppage time are always really valuable.
Number 7, Luis Fernando in stoppage.
But reminder, with the Dacus yellow and
the Campbell
yellow, they will not be in action at Nashville in the season finale. Lawrence Wyke was not involved tonight because he had yellow card accumulation. And on the ground, that was a training piece that was worked on. Mo Adams with the intercept, just trying to get out of there with it. And we're north of the 2 minutes. And that'll do it. Malik Badawi blows the whistle. And the unbeaten string here at the Fraction reaches 4. And overall, it is now 7 unbeaten for Atlanta United 2 with this performance tonight, winning 5-2, biggest offensive output of the year.
Best performance in Atlanta United 2 history tonight. 5 goals, 17 shots. You dominated the match outside of about 10 minutes to open the second half. Very strong performance from Will Riley off the bench. Very strong performance from George Campbell, who's earned himself a homegrown contract in Major League Soccer next season. Strong performance from Patrick Okonkwo, makes up for an early miss, gets a goal. It's a great night for Atlanta United 2, and we're not done, actually. Folks who are here in Kennesaw are going to get a chance to honor an Atlanta soccer lifer in Tyler Ruthven, who's announced his retirement. We see a jersey presentation that's going to happen here on the field before we're done. It's a great moment for the club on all facets.
When we come back, we'll put a bow on it when we come back. Big night for Atlanta United 2. Stripes won at 5-2. It's the USL Championship from 5th Third. We'll be right back after this.
Los accidentes suceden sin avisar y conseguir el tratamiento médico que usted o un familiar merece puede resultar difícil si no cuenta con la ayuda de un buen abogado. Por eso nos dedicamos a pelear por sus derechos, asegurándonos que usted no solo reciba la compensación que merece, sino que también reciba la mejor atención médica. Le atendemos en español. 404-888-8888. Bader Law Firm, comprometidos con usted y su familia.
I knew your name before you did. I knew your fears, your hopes. I knew what you could accomplish, how great you could be. And I knew just where to take you when you got hurt.
You'll be back out there in no time.
For physical therapists and certified athletic trainers who only work with young athletes, there's Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Sports Medicine. Moms know.
There are never enough hours in the day, so you can't let sniffles, strep, or aches and pains slow you down. But finding great healthcare that fits your schedule can be tricky. With Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, you can get great same-day care right around the corner. There are 27 locations and counting, all with extended hours and most open 7 days a week. You can book an appointment online to get in, out, and on your way. Visit piedmont.org/quickcare now to learn more. Piedmont Quick Care at Walgreens, one stop to better.
And there's your flags and the support for Bienveni Kanekimana, who got goal number 5 tonight for the Stripes. 5-2, the Stripes winners. The unbeaten string hits 7. Final numbers as we look at the stats, as you said it, best night in team history.
Dominant performance with 62% of the possession. 5 goals on 6 shots on target, 17 shots overall, a number of chances created. Overall, a great night for Stephen Glass and Atlanta United 2.
2 goals in the first half, Campbell and Ambrose, and you see down there on the pitch, there's your presentation of the kit to Tyler Ruthven.
It's a really important moment here because Tyler Ruthven came back to Atlanta United 2 last season, and Tyler Ruthven has been a mentor to so many of these young talents. You look at a player like George Campbell, he doesn't have the night that he had tonight if you don't have Tyler Ruthven training next to him every day, pushing him, and then sitting him down at times and talking about things to improve his game. Tyler Rufin's been a big part of this tonight. He wasn't on the field, but he was a huge part of this kind of performance.
Part of the fabric of the Stripes, and a night for Tyler Ruffin here in the last match, the last home match of the season. 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in 4 minutes, and the fans go home happy. Big night for Atlanta United 2. Mikey Ambrose with a piece of beauty, and the Stripes finish out their home schedule in 2019 with a 5-2 win over Bethlehem Steel. They've got their final match of the season in 10 days. For everybody here, it's been a great season at the Fraction. For Jason Longshore, thank you, partner. Everybody behind the scenes, thank all of y'all. You've been watching the ESPN Plus version of the USL Championship. Love you, folks. See you next season.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer